Live from the Xfinity Studios at WVON. You're listening to Saturday Night Blues with Henry Cheatham on Chicago's legendary WVON, the talk of Chicago, 1690 AM.
Sir Henry, hit me with some old school music.
Classic blues and R&B with the legendary Purvis Band.
Every Saturday night, about sundown, country people in wagons coming from miles around, drinking cold liquor from a mason foot jar. Old man playing turkey, looking at go catfishing homemade. Some butter beans. Butter beans and chitlins too. Every Saturday night. Every Saturday night. I get in my shame. And as long as I'm able, gonna do the same thing again. My head gets so bad. Some butter beans. Butter beans and chitlins too. Oh, every Saturday night. Every Saturday night. Monday morning. Monday. Is it damn floor? Monday. Tuesday. I got a milk cow. Y'all know about that, don't you? Got a milk cow now. Wednesday. I got a working car. Slop the hog and I ain't even shave out. I said Thursday, Friday. Girls, what's the sixth day of the week? Friday. Well, Friday. Now when it's done, realize all night before Saturday, my girl picked me off. Fishing my through. Gotta have some homemade. I got me some butter beans. Butter beans and chitlins too. Every Saturday night. Every Saturday night. Every Saturday night. Every Saturday. All night long. Come Sunday morning. Every Saturday. It's strong. I do. Every Saturday night. I know we gonna lock the door. Woo! Good. Every Saturday. Oh, night long. Saturday night. Every Saturday. Every Saturday night. Every Saturday. Let yourself go. Let yourself go. Saturday night. Every Saturday. Go. Let yourself go.
All right. Welcome to another Saturday night of classic blues and R&B here with Sir Henry sitting in for the Blues Man here on AM 1690 WVON, coming to you live from the south side of Chicago here in Chicago, Illinois on AM 1690, the talk of Chicago and the voice of the nation. We're also out on the internet at WVON.com, and we're streaming also. You can get us at iHeartRadio. Hello, the gang is here tonight. How you doing, Miss Shantavia? What you
I'm good. How about yourself?
I mean, what you eating over there that you're not sharing with me, you know?
Some Jay's hot chips.
The hot ones, huh? Jay's hot chips. Anyway, we got my lady Shantavia over there. And what's my man named? Emery. Emery's with us tonight, right? We got Brother Emery with us.
Oh, yeah, we in the house. How we feeling out there today, y'all?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Listen at him. You know, he got some energy over there today. Welcome to the show, guys and girls. And, of course, Mr. Fletcher is here with us. He's ready to do his thing. You know, he's here every Saturday night. And Daryl's out there. He's looking over. You know, he probably count. He got his hands on the button, and he's probably ready to call and say you're fired. But that's all right, Daryl. You know, let me hang in here, brother, another day, another week. Anyway, it's another Saturday night. Another beautiful week has gone by. A little chilly here in the windy city. Not too bad. It's kind of fallish. You know, the baseball playoff season is going on, and I'm a little disappointed. Texas lost everything. They lost the title, and they lost the doggone wild card. But anyway, you can reach us here at 773-591-1690. That's 773-591-1690 or 866-591-1690. That's 866-591-1690. We got a guest coming up to you here later on in the program. Miss Peggy Scott Adams will be on here talking about her record and program that she's involved in with I understand October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. You know, every day should be, or every month should be. And she's going to be talking about this. She'll be joining us later on in the program. The first song I want to send out, Shantavia, I think I have it loaded there. You see Bo Dudley, the GOAT up, is in the media player. Yeah. Anyway, we lost Bo Dudley. Very fine musician, a writer, and all that stuff. We lost Bo Dudley. They had his services today. But anyway, we're going to send this out to his family. Bo Dudley and Me and My Goat here on Classic Blues and R&B, AM 1690, WVON.
Come on. Jump, dog. Don't get with that train. Lord have mercy. Come on. Don't get with that train. Hold it. That's a snake. Me and my goat. You know I got two things. Always bother me. Yeah. I got a mule, and I got a goat. What? Yeah. What's that? Man, that's a goat. That's old Oscar coming with his goat and that mule. Here's what I got there. I got a Cadillac, I got a goat, and I got a mule. I got a story that I really want to tell. About off the moving and the going to the rail. Yeah. I got a story that I really want to tell. About off the Coven and the Cowboys wheel. Well, now when I Coven rides into town, the streets get empty when the sun goes down. I'm a bad packing mama. I'm a bad packing man. What I mean is, when I ride in, that woman come over to me. She said, "Hello, Oscar." Baby, can you walk this horse with me? I'm gonna go get a buggy, and I'm gonna get a horse and a mule. Parliamental patch there, boy. And I'm gonna buy myself a million. That old man gonna check you. Come on. These gas prices too high for me.
It's a reunion. We're gonna live, love, and laugh and celebrate life. It's a reunion, yeah. Smiling faces are everywhere. Happy, happy feelings are all in the air. Folks coming together, some we ain't seen in years. Laughing and hugging, yeah, with smiles and tears. It's a reunion. It's a reunion. Tables are spread with a feast fit for a king. Cakes, pies, chicken baked and fried, and some of everything. Celebrating the lives of those close and dear. I'm really, really missing the ones, yeah, that's no longer here. It's a reunion. We're gonna live, love, and laugh and celebrate life. It's a reunion, yeah. Come on, y'all. Let's do that electric slide. Woo! We're gonna live, love, and laugh and celebrate with cheer. Because some of us that are here today just might not be here next year. It's a reunion, y'all. It's a reunion. We're gonna live, love, and laugh and celebrate life. It's a reunion, yeah. Now listen, I want you to fix me a plate. I want some of Aunt Sally's collard green. I want some of Aunt Martha's black-eyed peas over there. And I want some of Aunt Betty's cornbread. You know how she make that cornbread. Give me a piece of fried chicken. Oh, here come Aunt Sally. Oh, look at that. There come Aunt Lily and Uncle Will. Oh, check out, trying to do that electric slide. Come on, girl. Do that thing. Do that thing. It's a reunion, y'all. Woo! We're gonna live, love, and laugh and celebrate life. It's a reunion, yeah. Because some of us here today might not be here next year. It's a reunion, yeah. We're gonna live and love and laugh and celebrate life. And I'm gonna give me a piece of that watermelon over there too. I like some of that cantaloupe over there. Oh, y'all, give me a piece of that boiled corn. Y'all know how I like it. Come on. And I want some iced tea. Look at Uncle John. Oh, look at him spreading that stuff, y'all. Doing that electric slide too. Get out, Uncle John. Woo! We're gonna live and love and laugh and celebrate life. It's a reunion, y'all. Yes, it is. We're gonna live, love, and laugh and celebrate life. It's a reunion. Have a good time, y'all. I'll see y'all.
Well, now meet me in the bottom, bring me my running shoes.
streaking by. Well, I hope you'll see me when I come streaking by. She got a bad old man, you know, I'm too young to die. Oh, I got to leave here. He caught me now. I got to come out and wonder now. I ain't got to do it no more.
All of you ladies out there, turn up your radio. Girls, I'm about to tell you something you may wanna know. You know things, they're not always what they appear to be. And I don't want to happen to you what happened to me. Listen, there are no words that can describe what I felt inside when I found out the man I loved loved another guy. We were at a party, oh, to have a little fun. But when I looked around, my man was missing. I walked outside, I couldn't believe my eyes. He was in Bill's arms, breathing hard and French kissing. I was ready for Mary, Susan, Helen, and Jane. When all the time it was Bill that was sleeping with my man. Yeah, Bill has been to my house 1,000 times. He and my man would go camping and fishing. Oh, I tell you, it never crossed my mind. Bill was a friend, and he was God uncle to my only son. Now it looks like Uncle Billy wants to be his stepmom. See, I was ready for Mary. I was ready for Jane. How do a woman compete with a man for another man? I asked my man, why didn't you tell me that you were gay when you knew I built my world around you? And here's what he had to say. I knew I had those feelings, and I didn't want it to be. See, I thought about being with you, girl, I thought it would change me. As tears came to my eyes, he says, I'm sorry I hurt you so, but I gotta pack, Bill's waiting for me. And oh girl, I've got to go. I was ready for Barbara, Kim, Betty, and Jane. When all the time it was me that was sleeping with my man. I don't feel ashamed. Oh, and I don't take the blame. My man was just a queen. He was a queen that thought he was a king. He told me before he left, he says, I know you're hurt. Ooh, and I know you're mad. much, baby. Could you tell my son I love him and I'm still his dad? I was ready for Mary, Susan, Helen, and Jane. When all the time it was me that was sleeping with my man. I was ready. Bill used to come over to my house. I used to fix him up and Jane. I used to love Bill.
You're listening to the classic blues and R&B here on AM 1690 WVON, coming to you live from the south side of Chicago in the Chatham neighborhood over here, WVON, on 1000 East 87th Street. I'm glad you could join us for another weekend edition of Nothing But Blues, barbecue, corn liquor, football, baseball, and changing colors of the fall. That's what you got right here. You can reach us at 773-591-1690. Hey, WVON listeners, we know you've been buying Schweppes Ginger Ale. Now it's time for you to cash in. Send your receipts for purchase of Schweppes Ginger Ale with your name, address, and phone number written on the back of the receipt to 1000 East 87th Street, Chicago, Illinois, 60619. And care of Schweppes Refresh Campaign for your chance to win some cool prizes. Mix with the best. Mix with Schweppes. You can put some corn liquor in there, too. You can reach us here, folks, at 773-591-1690. At 773-591-1690. You just heard Miss Peggy Scott, and she was talking about her friend Bill. And Howlin' Wolf before that, Meet Me in the Bottom, Miss Jody. It's a reunion, of course. We send out the song Me and My Goat, by Bo Dudley, who just passed away this week. We send it out to all of his fans and his family. We have our guest on the line, Miss Peggy Scott. We're going to go to her and talk to her and let her tell us about herself. How you doing, Miss Scott?
Hi, Henry. How are you?
Doing fine. Thank you for coming along on Classic Blues and R&B. We're glad to have you here.
It's my pleasure, and I'll take an order of barbecue, collard greens, and a football game.
Hey, you all right?
I'm going to leave the corn liquor alone.
Okay. I'll send you some cornbread instead.
Okay, sweetie.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure, my pleasure.
Yeah, how you been doing?
Hey, I'm great. I won't complain, in spite of God is good, and I won't complain. Life is wonderful.
Yeah, so you just played your record about, I think it's Bill. I don't know, Just Because. What is Bill, right?
Hey, oh, bad Bill.
Yeah, but
yes.
What's the genesis for that record?
Well, I'm often asked, Henry, if I sing that song from experience, and I must admit, no. Everything at my house during the time that I recorded that song was okay, but see, where the problem lies is we don't ever know what tomorrow is going to bring.
Oh, that's true. We don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, that's for sure.
But the Jimmy Lewis, the late Jimmy Lewis, who was my producer and my dear friend, he wrote this particular song, and he was inspired by a story that he had heard on Oprah, a real story of a lady that this had happened to. And as I've traveled across the country, Henry, I find out it may not be personal experience for me, but I'm singing a lot of women's stories out there, and not only women, but men as well. So, but that's where the song, the idea to do the song came from. It was written by the late Jimmy Lewis.
Yeah, the chicken wing man. You don't like chicken wings, right?
Here again, it was just a song because it wasn't an experience. That Negro ate more chicken wings than you could put on his fries.
I believe it. You don't want no chicken wings. You better give me that chicken in the feet, too, he says.
And a quick bastard in a hurry.
Yeah. So what have you been doing with yourself, Miss Scott?
Well, I have a new project that I'm real excited about, Henry. I kind of took a break from the business, sweetheart, after Jimmy passed. Jimmy passed in the latter part of 2004, and a couple of months later, my brother and my closest and dear friend, which was also my road manager, he made the transition, and then 8 days later, it was my husband. And so 2005 was quite traumatic for me, you know, and the loss of quite a few loved ones. So I kind of took a break from the business just to kind of figure out what it is that I wanted to do. I also own a business here. I'm married into the mortuary business, so we own a mortuary here in the city of Compton, yes.
Okay.
And I needed just to take some time to myself, you know, and kind of go in solitude for a minute to try to figure out what I wanted to do with my life as far as my singing career, as far as my business was concerned. And that's what I did, you know. And during that time, that hiatus, you know, I came back in 2008, had this vision. God gave me this vision to start my own record labels. I was pursued by quite a few record labels after Jimmy's passing. But like I said, I just wanted to spend some time with me. And it was during that time that I got this vision to start my own record label, you know. And I had it was totally spiritually orchestrated. So I recorded this gospel CD in 2008 called Back to the Roots, which did quite well for us. And now I'm back. For all of my R&B and blues fans, they've been bugging me to come back. So I'm back with a new CD called Life After Bill.
Yeah, Life After Bill. You know, I don't know many of you who know Miss Hattie, you know, she's a little bit nasty, too, you know. With nasty sweat. You remember that one, right? Anyway.
Sweaty man. I don't want no sweaty man.
Right. You don't want
You know
that.
them all, Henry.
I know a couple of them. Yes, I do.
Okay, sweetheart.
Tell you what, we're going to play another one of your songs here. I think we'll play this one here, Make Me Yours. I think that's right, what we got coming up here on Classic Blues here. We have on the guest line is Miss Peggy Scott Adams. Glad to have her aboard. We'll come back to continue our conversation. You can join the conversation at 773-591-1690. That's 773-591-1690 or 866-591-1690. That's 866-591-1690. AM Classic Blues.
Give up, and then you came along, just having it in your ways, thrills me for days and days. I don't care what nobody says, I want you for always. Now that I've found you, I'm gonna stay around you. Make me yours, make me yours. You already touched my heart and my soul. Now I want you to take full control, oh yeah. I need the love that only you can give. If I can't have it, I don't want to live, no. I never had a love so sweet. I never thought I'd be lucky enough to meet a guy with all your charms. Hold me with loving arms, make me feel secure and warm. Cause my heart to burn. Now that I've found you, I'm gonna stay around you. Make me yours. Come on, baby. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Now that I've found you, I'm gonna stay around you. Make me yours. Make me yours. What you want me to be. Whatever you need, you can always find in me. Now love me, baby, and keep me by your side. Wherever you go, I'm gonna be satisfied, because all of my friends say that good girls don't. But I know what I need. Sure know what I want. I wanna be yours. will never get out of. Make me yours. Come on, come on, come on, come on, and make me yours. Oh yeah, baby, make me yours. Not a little while, baby, but forever, darling. Make me yours. I want to be yours, 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 yours. Oh yours. Oh yes I do. Ooh, make me yours.
Classic blues and R&B. Our guest on the line is Miss Peggy Scott Adams. You're listening to here on Classic Blues and R&B. Here every Saturday night from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. playing for you nothing but the best in classic blues and R&B. Here you can reach us and you want to join the conversation and talk to Miss Scott. You can reach us at 773-591-1690. That's 773-591-1690. For those of you on the internet, 866-591-1690. That's 866-591-1690. Back to you, Miss Scott. Now, let me ask, when are you coming this way, or when are you performing around and all that stuff?
As a matter of fact, Henry, I will be there next month, November the 16th. I'll be in Hammond at the Horseshoe Casino.
Okay.
Yes, I'll be there the 16th of November myself, along with my good buddy and friend, Miss Millie Jackson, and Willie Clayton, and Clarence Carter. We'll be there at the Horseshoe Casino there in Hammond, Louisiana, and I look forward to it.
Indiana, not Louisiana.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Louisiana?
Yeah. I guess you just came out of
y'all
Louisiana.
Go to Louisiana looking for me because I'll be in Indiana.
I noticed you mentioned Clarence Carter. Now, where are you from? Alabama, am I right?
Yes, I was originally born in Alabama. My mom migrated and moved to Florida when I was a mere 4 years old.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was raised in Florida. Yes.
Now, you mentioned Clarence Carter, one of my favorites as well. How you enjoy performing with him? Have you performed with him before? I'm pretty sure you have.
Oh, yes. Back during the days when JoJo and I was together back in the 60s, we did quite a few shows with Clarence. He's a special person. I love him dearly. Very good friend. Look forward to him. I haven't worked with him in a while. I have worked with him a couple of times since I came back in 97, with the Help Yourself CD. But it's been a few years since I worked with him, and I look forward to, sharing the stage with him again on the 16th of November.
Yeah, I also got this communications from some of your people talking about you're involved in domestic violence. You say October is the domestic violence month. So will you tell us a little bit about that, your involvement in that?
Yes, they kind of seek me out as for the spokesperson for this cause, which I truly believe in. What happened, Henry, is back on the subsequent album to the Help Yourself album, I think it was 98, 99, I recorded a song from the Contagious album called Spousal Abuse. And it was pertaining to this subject, a very, very deep song that Jimmy Lewis penned, and they thought this song is using this song as a theme for this month's domestic violence, Stop the Domestic Violence campaign, which I am so proud to be a part of.
Okay.
Here again, I do not sing this song from personal experience, but however, the thing about Jimmy Lewis, if I just may say this, is that he wrote about reality, Henry, and although some of the songs are not personal experience for me, they're personal experience for somebody that I know or somebody that and he just dealt with reality, and the same thing here, with the spousal abuse. That was inspired by doing the O.J. Simpson trial, and he penned this particular song. And if I may just share a quick story with you, I was in Memphis, Tennessee, and I did perform the song on the show that particular night, and I had a young lady. As a matter of fact, she was from Chicago, and after the show, she came to the dressing room, and she was just in tears. I mean, just really sobbing because she told me that I was singing her story. She was in Memphis staying with a friend because she had left an abusive relationship, and that song was so dear and near to her heart, that she just couldn't contain the tears. But, yeah, I am very proud to be part of the domestic abuse campaign, sweetheart.
Well, that's good. So tell us a little bit more about you. What else you got to share with us here? Share a little bit more with yourself with us. Tell us something more about you.
Well, like I said, during the hiatus, I like to share this with you is that I started my own label, and it's called Nora Records, and I named it in honor of my dear and sweet and late mother. Her name was Nora, and so now the new project, which you just heard, "Make Me Yours," is one of the songs from the new project. And Henry, I'm really excited. I think this CD is as good as any that I've done, and I've been very blessed to have. The 8 songs that I did with Jimmy was all Billboard charted records, and I'm just really proud of this particular project, and I think it's one of my best. And my ultimate goal is to be able, when God was dealing with me to start this label, so that I would be a vehicle by which I could help up-and-coming young artists or whomever, don't necessarily have to be young, but those artists which are serious about their craft. This is a hard and rough and tough business, but it can be a very rewarding business, Things are a little different from the time that we started, whereby artists are able to do their own production, do their own things, and they're not so dependent on the record labels. But just want to give a shout-out to those artists out there that's, like I said, that's talented and have a craft and serious about it. They can reach me on my website, and that's PEGGYScottAdams.com. You can go there and you can submit your materials because we are looking for artists. As a matter of fact, we have a new artist that I'm about to drop a new single on, Be Love, and it's called I'm in Love by Myself, a monster record. So you'll be getting that real soon, Henry. But that's where I am right now, as well as, my business, the funeral home. We still have that. But I'm wearing all these different hats, and so I've been quite busy. But life is good. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
I agree with that. What is the website again?
It's PEGGYScottAdams.com.
Okay.
And I didn't self-name myself. So many people gave me that name, so I says I'll wear it, and I'll try to wear it well.
Now you said it was tough in the business. Is it tougher for women, or is it about the same for both, men and women?
I think it's the same. I don't really see so much of a difference as far as gender is concerned. It's a little easier, like I said, now than it was when, back in the 60s and times before that and so forth, because, the record companies, they own you, and what they do, you sell millions of records, and when you think you're going to make some money and you got royalties coming, you find out that you don't have anything coming because you had to pay for this, you had to pay for that, and this, and it was just a total rip-off. And so that's one thing about the business. I'm not all excited about all of the changes that has come about in the music industry, but that is one where, these up-and-coming artists can control their own destiny and their careers, and they have the say-so and the control, whereby the record companies used to own us as artists, especially African-American artists. So I'm glad to see that change come about.
Yeah, I tell you what, we're going to play another cut here from you. We're going to play Old School here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Here on your album, in the name of the
well, Old School is an inspirational record that is taken from I released this on this new album, but it's also on the gospel CD, Back to the Roots, and it was produced by Gerald Hatton, who is the brother of Dietrich, gospel great Dietrich Hatton, and here again it's just a very anointed CD, and this is Old School.
All right, classic blues and R&B here on AM 1690. You're listening to our guest, Miss Peggy Scott.
Just because when I raise a little sand, I might be tired, baby. Try to understand. It doesn't mean that you've done anything wrong. No, 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 no. And just because when we had a little fight, doesn't mean I won't be coming back home. Oh, yeah, because I love, oh, I love you. I love you. What else? Tell me what else? What else can I do or say? Oh, baby, I love. Oh, I'm telling you, I love you. Oh, I love only you. Oh, what would it take to make you wanna stay? Here's another thing. Yeah, babe. And just because sometimes when you wanna make the love, I tell you not tonight, try to understand. See, I worked hard all day too. Baby, I'm doing the best that I can. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, now if you wanna go, I tell you it's up to you. But I can tell you right now, my whole world is gonna be misty blue. I'm begging you, please. I'm begging you, please. Baby, please stay. Oh, because I love. Oh, I love you. I love only you. What does it take to make you wanna stay? Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, baby, for sentimental reasons. Don't leave me, baby. Ooh, don't leave me, baby. 'Cause I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Ooh. Sure do love you, sweetheart. Oh.
You're listening to classic blues and R&B. Our guest on the line is Miss Peggy Adams Scott. You're listening to that old school there.
Yeah, that was just because one of my favorite songs by the late and great Johnny Taylor was one of my favorite people in all the world. I miss him so dearly, and that was my tribute to the late and great Johnny Taylor, Henry.
Yeah, it was a good soulful piece too. I liked it.
Yes.
Tell you what, we're gonna move it along here because I'm gonna let you go so you can get on with your rest of your West Coast evening.
Just sitting here, just chilling and watching a little football. I'm into sports. I love football, and I'm just watching a few of the college games today. But it's my pleasure to be with you. And like I said, I'll be in Hammond, Indiana.
Okay, that's
on the
16th.
16th, and I look forward to seeing all the wonderful people there in Chicago. I have a lot of family that live out in the suburbs of Chicago, Aurora, and those places, and St. Charles, and yeah, so I'm there quite often, and I look forward to coming on the 16th.
All right, well, we look forward to having you and want to thank you for being a guest here on Classic Blues and R&B. We have enjoyed it. I have anyway. Shantavia, did you enjoy having her as a guest? And if Shantavia approves of you, then you approved. If she does not, you're in trouble.
I definitely did learn something new, so that's always good to hear.
Thank you.
You're a sweetheart. Thank you, dear, for approving.
Okay. Terry, well, we're going to close out. We're going to end this segment with another one of your songs, Not Good Enough to Marry.
That's the single. Thank you so much, Henry. It's been my pleasure.
And thank you very much. Here it is, Miss Peggy Scott Adams. You're not good enough to marry, then take it and get rid of it. All right. Classic Blues and R&B on AM 1690.
want to talk to all of my young friends out there. Those that think you know it all, that you've seen it all. Well, Miss Peggy want to drop something on you. If you'll listen, you're gonna learn something. Check it out. I'm gonna take you back to old school. Y'all talk about old school all the time, but you don't really know. Let me take you back.
Now I remember when men were men. They knew how to treat a girl, make her feel like she was his whole world. Now I seem recalling, no one cared if you were balling, and it sure wasn't easy to get a loving so freely. Let's take it back old school. Can we take it back old school? Do it like we used to. Do it like we used to. Loving one another. Loving one another. Like sisters and brothers. Can we take it back? Let's take it back old school. Do it like we used to. Oh yeah. Loving one another. I'm your sister, like you my brother.
Tell me about it, Tammy.
You got women having babies that the daddies won't claim.
I know that's right.
And she's so silly. She still gives the baby his name. You got men with families that won't get a job.
Now ain't that a piece of
Cause he's got his mind set on becoming a star. Let's take it back old school. Can we take it back, y'all? Do it like we used to. Yeah. Loving one another. Loving one another. Like sisters and brothers. Oh, we need to. Let's take it back old school. Do it like we used to. I wanna know. Loving one another. Like sisters and brothers. Wow, wow, wow. Can I take it back? Come on, come on. Let's go back. I wanna go back. Can I take you back? Follow me. I wanna go back. I'm gonna take you on back. Can I take it back? Can we take it back old school? Let's go back. Do it like we used to. Can I take it back? Do it like we used to, Tammy. I wanna go back. Oh, come on, come on. I'm gonna take you on back. Let's take it back old school. Do it like we used to. Loving one another. Like sisters and brothers. I'm your sister, you my brother. Old school. Well. Do it like we used to. Let me take you on back. Loving one another. Like sisters and brothers. Remember when we could leave our doors open all night, but you had to be home before the street lights. That's old school. Remember when you and your friend were like the same man, but neither one of you would date him. That's old school. Hey, that's old school. Can I take you back? Let's go back. Let's go back. Come on, come on. Can I take you back? All the way back. I wanna go back. When we love one another. Can I take you back? And we respected one another. Let's go back. Come on, come on. Can I take you back? I wanna go back, y'all. I wanna go back. That's old school. Let's take it back old school.
Now take that and run with it. And I hope you learn something.
I've been around a long time. You ain't talking to no fool. Y'all know I got my education when I learned how to play the blues. And I don't want to start nothing. I want to keep the peace. But if you see me with a little skinny woman, I'm holding her for the police. I'm in love.
jaws and them big old pretty eyes. But she wears them little short skirts. Look at them thighs. Yeah. Shucks, I'm in love with a big old pretty girl. What she knows how to rock my world. And she told me she loved the kind of blues. And then I heard her say, Lattimore, I'd love to hear you play. She got them dimples in her jaws, them big old pretty eyes, and she wears them little short skirts. Oh, look at them thighs. Y'all scared.